The new DJI Mavic Air was released a few days ago. I pre-ordered it and it just got delivered today. So let's get this thing opened up and see what's in store. There it is. And as you can see on here, I went with Onyx Black. Oh, this thing is tiny. Feels pretty lightweight. Prop guards, instructions, boring. The bag that the combo comes with. Inside here, it's like we've got some propellers and cable, remote controller. Kind of weird not having the sticks on there. Be all the same basic size as the other one though, just quite a bit thinner when the sticks are removed. And under the flap here, battery. Another battery. And of course the charger power adapter. And it looks like everything should fit in the little fly combo here quite nicely. So of course here are the three main drones that people are interested in right now: the Mavic Pro, the Mavic Air, and the DJI Spark. So you can see that the Mavic Air falls perfectly in between the two other models here. But otherwise, size-wise, it's significantly smaller, the Air anyway, than the regular Mavic. And it's still a little bit larger than the Spark, but because the Spark arms don't fold in, it's kind of got that illusion that it is smaller than the DJI Spark. So if we're looking at the Mavic Air itself right here, it's got the little instructions on here as far as how the little arm should flip out. Flips down rearward and those fold forward. And once it's opened up, it's definitely a little bit bigger, of course, but still it feels really small. And even when you compare it to the Spark, it's only a little bit larger. And there we go with the Spark fully folded out. So you can see it really is not that much bigger than the Spark with the propellers folded out and ready to fly. Still, everything feels pretty good in the hand. And I've heard some complaints where people are saying it's really plasticky. And although there is quite a bit of plastic on here, in fact, it feels like it's completely plastic, there's no parts of it that feel, you know, super janky. The arms fold out and feel pretty solid when they lock in place. And there's a little bit of play on the arm, but really nothing that is concerning or would make me think that it's not going to last a while. I mean, holding it by there, and you know, it's doesn't really have any give to it. Now the gimbal clamp on here, it's cool. It's got the little pinch pieces right here, so you pinch those together and it comes off, and it's actually got like a little hinge on there, and then you can see the camera, of course. And the gimbal clamp goes on there really nicely. That was one complaint that I definitely had against the Mavic, is that when you're trying to put the gimbal clamp on there, even if you have an aftermarket one, sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt because you had to line up two little tabs under there and try to snap that into place. But with the DJI Mavic Air, this little piece self-aligns on the camera lens itself, and it just snaps right on there. And if we take a look at the DJI Mavic, again, it's got the little clamp, it pops off, but to put this back on there, it always took me a second. I have to try to line up on the camera itself, line up at the front, and then make sure that I wasn't squishing anything when I popped that on there. But once it's on there, I mean, it holds it pretty solidly. But the Air, significantly easier to get that gimbal clamp on and off. Boom. And I did forget, the little feet on the bottom here fold out, so that way you get a little bit extra clearance on the bottom, and to help keep it level and everything. So keeps the camera bottom, the whole drone bottom actually, off of the floor when you're landing and taking off. So there we go. That's the first look at the new DJI Mavic Air, and quickly against the Spark and the Mavic, of course, as well. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a lot more videos here testing it, do some range tests, camera tests, all the normal stuff that we have to go through with the drones, and find out if the DJI Mavic Air is just kind of a really more expensive Spark, or if it's actually a Mavic competitor. With that said, there are a few rumors going around right now that there's going to be a new Mavic Pro 2 released in March. There's another gentleman online who gave a lot of the specs about the Mavic Air here that you see before it was officially released, and so he's also the same person with the rumor of the new DJI Mavic Pro 2 coming out in March. So there does seem to be some merit to that. But hopefully this will be able to hold its own, and I'm sure if we do see a new Mavic Pro 2 come out shortly here in the next couple of months, that the two main models, of course, will be the Mavic Air and the Mavic Pro 2, and the Spark being very just, intro, beginner level. And then of course here's the Mavic Pro, which we're all used to seeing, and the new Mavic Pro Air placed on top of it. So you can see it is significantly smaller than the original Mavic in every way. Of course, there's going to be some speculation as far as how the camera performs, as well as flight time and actual usage of the drone, modes, everything else. The Mavic Air seems to fall perfectly in between specs between the Spark and the Mavic, and so it'll be interesting to see if they purposely limited this drone just to make sure that it doesn't knock out the Mavic Pro, or if it really is that much better, and when a Mavic Pro 2 comes out, then this will still slot in right below that. Of course, there's the Mavic Air, and then the Spark, which slots in right on top of that.